Sec or just
Well, hello, hello. Good morning, afternoon, evening. How are you? Henry, it's good to see you. I've been loving your messages, seeing those come on in. I would like to say welcome to everybody to this a very special Ascended Living Masterclass right here during the holiday season. So important during winter for those of us in the Northern Hemisphere to be taking care of our bodies and our minds and our spirits. So I would like to say that I am very excited for this because today we're going to be we're going to be two presenters today. And before we get started, I would love to ask everybody for a couple housekeeping items. The first one is please make sure that you have some water handy. Second, we're going to want to make sure that we have a pair of headphones. Now, if you have like big over the ear cans, that's great. AirPods are fine too, but the bigger, better, the whatever ones that we have, that is the best for what we're doing. So, since we'll be listening to the scientific sounds of Dr. Jeffrey Thompson, the better sound quality we have, the better it's going to be able to affect our brain waves. The third thing is to make sure that we have this next hour and a half just for us. All right. So much of the time we give our time out to everything else. And sometimes we watch webinars or we watch presentations and we're just kind of half glancing at it. So being fully present for today's presentation and today's work is going to give you just the most amazing results. And lastly, I would like for all of you to thank yourself for being here, for creating that time just for you to really focus on how you can support and improve yourself on every single level, which is what we specialize here at Ascended Living. So, on a scale of 1 to 10, I would love for everybody to chime into the chat. How are you doing today? How are you feeling? This is overall. This is mind, body, spirit, energy levels, overall health. How would you say you're doing on that 1 to 10? 10 being, I have never felt better. 1 being, I don't feel anything. I have 1 foot on a banana peel with 1 in the grave, but somewhere in there. Where are we at? Okay, we've got a 7 and is it a 6? Okay, how about anybody else? Suppo, good to see you, or good to see you, kind of. And most importantly, where do you want to be? Because life is so much, not just about where we're at, but also what we prefer to be in our life. Okay, so Seppo's at a 6. Okay, we're going to have more and more people joining on in as we go through. Thank you for your feedback. And this is going to be a very interactive event. So please make sure you keep unless we're in the meditation, keep your hand close to your keyboard, because the more energy that you give us, the more that we can give back to you. Those of you who don't know me, now, let me ask this. If this is your first time at an Ascended Living event, please type a 1 for first time in the chat. Put that in there and let me know. Okay, so Henry's first time. Okay. I think Seppo, have you been here before? Okay. Okay, so I'm going to assume, Gregory, that we are first time as well. Anybody else? Seppo, first time? Okay, great. So I'll make this brief because you can read my bio and my media kits, all the things. But my name is Aeneas, formerly known as Nate Zalesnik, for over 27 years. I have been one of only 2 American master trainers of a very special, royal, ancient system of martial arts, meditation, energy development, like building the energy in our body, energy healing, and even extrasensory perception. I brought this art to America as the first ever non-Indonesian person that was allowed to learn. And the royal family of Java gave me and one other person, one of my brothers, permission as the very first non-Indonesian people to learn this. And I have been stewarding this method all around the world, helping people not just to learn martial arts and all the things that go with that, but how to really unlock and tap into our highest energetic future human potential. So, for those of you that are not familiar with this, I basically train Jedis. That's what I do. And legitimately provable, reproducible Jedi skills. But it's a lot more than that. And with ascended living, we focus on how do we bring our body, our mind, and our spirit back into full and total alignment. And I'm so blessed and honored to be here with all of you. Now, for those of you that don't know my story, in March of this year, I was diagnosed with a inoperable brain tumor that, well, medicine can't do anything for me. So it's up to the healer to heal thyself. And so I've been on this amazing odyssey since March, doing as many things in the realms of biohacking, supplementation, nutrition, future energy medicines, stem cells, now working into protocols that are experimental because I want to live. I've never once said I don't want to die because that's phrasing it in the negative, right? The subconscious doesn't even pick up negatives. I want to live and I want to show and help as many people as possible with the tips, tricks, tools, support, and technologies that can help them live too. And so that's a bit about me. And I have a very esteemed honor today of working and presenting this with someone very special to me. And I'm sure she'll be very special to you too. She's been with me every step of the way through this journey of healing these I'll say misbehaving cells. She is the originator of the Ascended Living program. She's the brainchild. This is her brainchild or her soul child. She's one of the most intuitive, most brilliant people I've met. And today you get to learn from her. She's the master of what is a cornerstone of the Ascended Living program, which is called the center point reset, actually resetting the electromagnetism in the poles of the body, which only a few people in the world can do. And no one does it like she does it so quickly. And when you have that done, it's like you felt like you're coming home for the very first time inside your own body. It's amazing. But today, she's going to be sharing with you what ascended living is. I'll be back in just a little bit to lead you through some breath work, to lead you through a very unique meditation with the scientific sounds of Dr. Jeffrey Thompson. Jeffrey Thompson. So once again, please make sure you have your headphones ready, you have your water at hand, and let's get ready for this amazing event that we're all here to enjoy together. Everybody, I would like to introduce you to my cosmic co-pilot, my business partner, the love of my life, Jemiah Benjamin.
Hello, everyone. It's so beautiful to be here with all of you today. Thank you for that beautiful intro, my love. It truly is an honor to be here with all of you today, and I'll share a little bit about my journey because that is truly how Ascended Living was born. So, from a young age, I was dealing with a lot of different health issues that doctors couldn't explain. And at the age of 14, things started getting worse and worse to the point where I would wake up every day feeling so incredibly tired that it was truly impacting my whole life. I literally had the feeling that I had no muscle or bone in my body anymore. And while my friends would go out to enjoy parties, I had to stay home and rest. Now, I truly believe that one day I really would be healthy. I just had to find the right way. So I went to hospitals and they did research, but they couldn't find anything. And I continued my journey. And even though doctors said I was depressed and it was all in my head, I knew something deeper was off and it was not in my mind. So I continued searching, and one day I came across an ancient treatment that within seconds completely changed my life. All of my energy came back, and the supplements that they had recommended me to take for the rest of my life, I could get rid of all of them. I didn't need them anymore. Now I started studying this treatment and I started to continue my journey to learn truly from master shamans across the globe. Now, fast forward 6 years ago, I had an accident that caused a concussion. And on top of that, I was dealing with Lyme and COVID, which was all affecting my brain, which again led me on a journey of healing my health. So it guided me to incredibly brilliant people. One of them is Aeneas, and another incredible man called Ian Mitchell that has been truly able to help me heal my brain within 11 weeks after a journey of healing for 6 years. Now, that was when Ascended Living was born because I know what it's like to live with health issues. And truly, health is the foundation for living our life in the most optimal way possible. And that's why I am so incredibly passionate to help all of you feel truly most optimal. And on our journey of healing ourselves, we have come across some essential pillars that if we implement those every single day, it can truly make such a big difference in our health and in our levels of happiness, just the overall way of how we truly experience life. So, as Aeneas already mentioned, this is going to be a very interactive masterclass because we truly love hearing from you and hearing what's going on in your life. So, I'd love to hear from all of you who here is experiencing health issues at this moment. And just please type in the chat. Because Ascended Living is truly focused on every level of our being. It's very holistic. So I'd love to hear what's going on for all of you. Probably, yeah. Henry, that's totally possible. Sometimes we don't even know what's going on. And there are some very powerful tools I'll share with you more towards the end so you can actually find out what's going on. I'll share more about that later. Teeth, yeah. Yeah, so for everybody, it's something different. And sometimes we don't even know, we just feel that something is off. So I'm just gonna share my screen with you. Our intention for this Ascended Masterclass is to truly support you in turning your physical ailments into blessings and really embodying higher consciousness. You'll leave with clarity on what has been preventing you from fully embodying your spiritual practices, how not doing so can lead to physical issues, and the next steps you can take to live in optimal health. The problem is we treat diseases, but we don't prevent it. Many people wait until they get sick and then we fight the symptoms. But true health is built before anything goes wrong. It is truly in the small actions, the choices we make every single day, that lasting health is built. And I'll share more about that later. Today, we're going to show you what we and many others have done to reclaim our health. balance our minds, and fully integrate our higher consciousness into our bodies and our daily lives. So let me ask you, are you doing spiritual practices but still experiencing physical issues? If so, I'd love to see it in the chat. Just type a yes in the chat. Yeah, exactly. So here is the truth. If you want to embody higher consciousness and truly live in optimal health, you need to elevate the frequency of your body temple. And in this masterclass, you will learn why a lot of people who do spiritual practices still experience physical ailments. The protocol that we have used to reverse serious physical issues and to embody higher consciousness, and how you can turn health challenges and disease into true spiritual growth and live in optimal health. So I'm incredibly excited to share so many powerful tools with you today, and also have Aeneas take you through an incredibly deep and special experience. But first, I'd like to share an experiment with you that they have done to really show you how incredibly powerful you are. It's called the Rosenthal effect. The scariest experiment in psychology. People were turning their thoughts into reality with 89% precision. So in 1965, a researcher named Rosenthal ran a study that made many people uncomfortable. And he randomly chose participants, then told them that some of them were more gifted than others. Even though this wasn't true, within 8 weeks, those people began acting more confident. They made quicker decisions, doubted themselves less, and their performance improved by nearly 25%. Years later, scientists in Zurich tested the same idea with adults. One group was told they would do better because they had a hidden mental ability. The tests were exactly the same as the other groups. Yet, in just 40 minutes, their brains started solving problems 89% faster. The researchers explained nothing about their intelligence changed, only what they believed about themselves did. One participant said he felt unusually clear-headed. I believed I could do it, and then I did. Rosenthal said this wasn't magic. People don't act based on their true ability. They act based on what they think is possible for them. When the mind believes a future is real, the body starts acting as if it already exists. There's a darker side to this effect, too. If someone is labeled as broken, difficult, or a failure, the brain begins to prove that label right. Scientists have found that negative expectations from others can slow brain function almost as much as being constantly exhausted. At a Harvard conference, one psychologist said something that stunned the room. We become who others believe we are, unless we realize in time that this voice isn't ours. He explained that when people change how they see the future, not just their motivation, the mind reorganizes almost instantly. Think about it. Many life-changing moments happen right after you stop believing someone else's idea of who you are. Now, the reason I'm sharing this experiment with you is because I want you all to understand how incredibly powerful you are. But it takes you to believe in your own power. And I don't know about you, but I have had doctors in my life tell me things about me that luckily I believed weren't true. But I want you to understand the impact that other people, their beliefs can have on us if we start them to believe them. So it is really important that we empower, first of all, ourselves, but second of all, each other. And that's why in ascended living, we always view people as whole, because nobody here is broken. Deep inside of us, we're all whole and complete. Sometimes we just have to remember that and walk certain parts of us back home to love. That's all. So our body is an incredibly intelligent being. And as Carl Jung says, until you make the unconscious conscious, it will direct your life and you will call it fate. So our body remembers what the mind forgot. And what we have suppressed, the body reveals. So, for example, if you are dealing with health issues, there can be many underlying reasons that can cause those health issues. And it's very important to understand what is going on a deeper level, because only 5% of us is conscious, but 95% of us is unconscious. And it's our unconsciousness that is driving our lives. So just like our heart is beating every moment, we are breathing every moment, it all happens unconsciously. But it is causing that we are living. So in today's world, we are honestly bombarded with toxins, with air pollution, with radiation, with food that contains toxins and isn't that nutritious anymore, with vaccines, with mold, with energies, with heavy metals. And on top of that, many people also deal with unresolved emotions, unintegrated parts within ourselves, the parts of us that maybe weren't that welcomed or didn't feel loved if they were expressed as a child. Or even genetic information that was passed down through our lineage that truly can show up on mental levels, on emotional and physical levels in our lives. And sometimes, just as you mentioned, Henry, we deal with physical issues or even mental or energetic issues that we don't understand where it comes from. The thing is, we don't have to understand to heal it. And later in the masterclass, I'm gonna share with you an incredibly powerful tool that you can figure out what is going on these deeper levels by tapping into the unconscious mind and being able to directly transform the root cause. It is truly powerful and it has really transformed my life. So, who here agrees that it is truly the daily small Consistent actions that we take every single day that truly create a lasting transformation in our life. If you agree with me, type a yes in the chat below. I just love this to be interactive, to see what's landing with you and what's not. Yes, yes, exactly. The journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step. So very true. Yes. So, for example, the other day I gave someone a session and he was dealing with a lot of sleep issues and digestive issues, and he thought he was eating quite healthy. Yet, when we dove into it and when I tested his subconsciousness, I tested that he was responding very strongly to something that he did every day that he wasn't really aware of. But then we dove deeper into it and it turned out to be sugar, which a lot of people are very sensitive to, but they don't know that. So once we dove into it, he said, yeah, I always have a dry throat because there's so much dust where I'm working. So to keep my throat not so dry, he takes a candy every single hour. So every hour he's feeding himself sugar. So sometimes we think that we're doing things that are okay, yet they are the tiny small things that we do consistently that can really drain our energy and have a big impact on our health. Or we can make a small change and, for example, take a different kind of candy that contains herbs and honey instead, that is actually healthy for our throat. So we will dive deeper into this later, but for now, I would really love to invite you all for a very special experience, because we want to support you on this masterclass to truly regulate your nervous system and to experience tools that can rapidly bring your body back into coherence. So every cell of your body can truly generate, and your mind can come back to clarity, and your whole body can return to vitality. So I'm excited to welcome Aeneas back on to share, to guide you all through a very special journey. So enjoy.
Jeremiah, thank you so much. All right, everyone. Wow. I'm so blessed to have such an amazing partner on this with such a huge heart that cares so deeply about every single one of you, every single person. I've never actually met a person that carries more true unconditional love for all beings than Jemima. It's like a cornerstone of her soul personality. Right now, I would like for all of us to be able to have this experience together, even though you're doing it alone, of feeling what it's like to truly tap into the deepest parts of your mind and to feel some energy in your body that maybe you haven't felt this way before. If you're ready for that, type ready in the chat. Let's see how many people are actually ready to step into this. It's easy, it's gentle, but it's powerful. Okay, Henry's got it ready. All right, PK's ready. Cheryl's ready. All right, good, good, good. So the most important thing that we ever do from day one to day last is breathe, right? It's the first thing we do when we're born, the last thing we do as we change our address. And yet it's one of the things that we always have access to. It's our most powerful energetic engine. And yet most of us never focus on it or use it to its capacity. Now, breath has the ability to calm us down almost instantly. It also has the ability to put us into state, raise our energy. We can use it, well, it can be used to calm anxiety, and it can also be the cause of anxiety. So getting a real grasp on how to use this to our highest benefit is one of the most important skills and things that you can learn. And after today, you're going to have, first of all, the breath work that we're going to do is very unique. If you've ever been here for the last workshop, you haven't done this before, probably. But also at the very end, Jemiah and I have a very special gift for all of you, our free gift for you. It's a video course that you're going to be able to use anytime, but especially during the, well, for many people, the stressful holiday season. Just as a quick question, if you ever experience stress, just type yes in the chat. If you ever experience stress. Yeah, Henry, right. I know that seems like a dumb question, but maybe you have the Dalai Lama on here and you don't have stress. But it's important to actually get to the root of this and really admit where we need to, where we see that improvement be possible. Okay, Donja. Okay, so we can all admit we're humans, we're on the planet, we're having experience, we're living, and stress is part of that. So learning how to mitigate that, how to return our body to health, how to help our body be stronger when it normally would have, say, hit the wall or bonked and be able to keep going. That's what we're about to do. And it's so simple. So everybody wants to take your hand like so. I want you to clamp under your nose. Make sure you can't breathe into your nose. Pretty simple, right? This breath work exercise is so simple. All we do, I'll explain it and then we'll just do it. We inhale normal, not just normal. And then we exhale out our nose until we're done exhaling. Don't push it out, just like you would normally inhale. And then clamp your nose, and we're going to hold it for as long as possible. Okay. So normal breath in, normal breath out, clamp the nose, hold the air out. No, we're not going fully empty. Okay. And as soon as you start to really feel like, oh, I need to breathe, take your hand off and slowly breathe in. That's it. It's as simple as this. It's the simplest breath work ever. And yet it's been found with studies with athletes that by doing this 4 times, just 4 times, once a day, takes about 2 minutes. The results on their different scores as far as recovery time, some of them went up by 10x in 1 week. It's no joke, just by doing this. So we're going to do this super easy. Make sure you're comfortable. And I tell you what, before we do this, I'd like for you, we're just going to make this a flow. Get your headphones. Get your headphones. So let's put those on. Let's take that time to make sure that we'll go from this to the perfect breath. Your nervous system will be so calm that we'll go into Dr. Jeffrey Thompson's sounds. We're not going to have any break in between. So make sure you get your headphones. We'll take about 1 moment. Since I get to see the chat a little bit larger now, which is nice. Okay. Awesome. Now, if you haven't chimed in yet, I would encourage you to participate in the chat. And if you have a video camera, which we all do, and you can turn that on, I would love to see your faces. Would love to see you as you go through this. Okay. So now we've got our headphones on. Super simple. Just breathe in normal. Now exhale all the way out the nose until you're done, and then clamp your nose and hold it. That's it. Just hold it. Now hold your breath out as long as you can, eyes closed, until you start to feel that impulse. I need to breathe right now. Don't go too far. We're not setting any records. Just take your hand off your nose and slowly breathe in from the belly to the chest, and then from the top down. Okay. We'll wait until I see some people where I can tell that the majority of us are done. All right, good. Let's do that again. Here we go. Normal breath in. Exhale. Clap your nose. And hold on. Hold your air out. Just relax. All there. There. And our two, slowly breathe in. Good. Good. 32 more. Okay. Breathe in. And breathe out. Flat. Just hold on. Hold your air out. Eyes closed. Really pay attention to what's happening in your body. Notice what you feel. Notice any emotions that might come up as you're doing this. And you could just let them pass on by like clouds. Slowly breathe in. Give it one more time. And one more time. There we go. Ready? Breathe in. Breathe out. Hold your nose. Eyes closed. Pay attention. Go within yourself. Notice what your body is telling you. We always have body talk happening, but so much of the time it's unconscious. Really listen. What is your body saying to you as you're doing something unique? And then slowly breathe in when you have to. Right? Slowly breathe in. Now, you can do this at any time. Well, obviously, not certain situations if you're driving or something like that, but throughout the day, you can do this 2 or 3 times. It takes 2 to 3 minutes. That's it to reset your system, starting with your nervous system. And now we're going to drop into how to really regulate our nervous system and take that stress. I saw so many yeses when I asked. Graceland said, oh, yes, there are so many things that we can be stressed about, but our body doesn't know if it's a perceived threat, like a cave bear going to eat us, or if it's a conversation with our boss that we don't want to have, or our son or whatever, that is like, oh God, no. And our body still has that physiological response. This is where we learn how to become the master of our vessel. So we're going to just sit quietly, relax. I'm going to have you close your eyes. And we're going to drop into what is known in neuroscience as the perfect breath. It's a certain breath cadence where we breathe in through our nose and out through our mouth. We breathe from the belly up to the chest. We breathe from the chest to the belly. We want to make sure we don't raise our shoulders. We're not breathing with our shoulders. Just want to relax. Breathe from the bottom up. Exhale from the top down. In through the nose. Out through the mouth like we're whistling. That's all we have to do. We're going to go for a couple minutes with this breath. So as you sit quietly with your eyes closed, notice how your body feels. Notice any places in your body that still feel a little bit tense. Maybe it's in your mind, maybe it's in your heart, maybe it's in the middle of your shoulder blades, maybe it's who knows. But I want you just to be aware without labeling these things. And as you do this, I want you to breathe all the way out your mouth. We're going to breathe in through the nose, all the way in through the nose, and then out through the mouth. In through the nose, this cello, out through the mouth. In through the nose, out through the mouth, relaxing. In, out, relax deeper every time. In through the nose, and now feel your heart expanding and opening up like a lotus blossom. Exhale. Breathe in through the nose. Feel your heart opening, drawing energy in, out, all the way down. Inhale from the bottom up. Expand that heart. Exhale. All of the cello in through the nose. Out. More. All the way out. And if you find your mind wandering, putting yourself back to your breath, all the way out from the top down until you're slowly empty. Breathe in through the nose, bottom up until you're totally full. All the way out. Almost there. And we'll keep going with our eyes closed, all the way out. In and out. Just relax. Continue breathing until your nose or your mouth. And now, going into the world of Dr. Jeffrey Onsu, the founder of the world acoustic research institute, the creator, the scientific saint, a dear friend of mine, and if someone who understands the power of sound to regulate our brainwaves, our mental state, our nervous system, and the way we view the world in a way that is truly healing. But as you breathe deeply in through your mouth and out through your mouth, relaxing with every breath, allowing the scientific sound to lead you into a deep state of relaxation, recovery, and deep personal growth. If you find yourself wandering, bring yourself back to your breath. Ask yourself, where am I? The answer is always here. And then bring yourself into your breath deeper. And as you go deeper, set your intention of what you desire to receive from this healing session. Visualize, imagine, and feel your body and your mind in your ideal, perfect state with all blocks and issues resolved. With every breath, focus on feeling more light and energy entering your body through your heart center, spreading out to every single cell. And then with every exhale, let go of every energy that is in any way holding you back from your ideal state. Where are you? Here. Follow your breath.
So just slowly start bringing your awareness back to your body. Start wiggling your fingers and your toes. Whenever you're ready, you can slowly open your eyes and come back to the here and now. As you're coming back to the here and now, just focus on how you're feeling now. Just type in the chat how you're feeling now. More aware of something. Yeah, beautiful. Chill. The reason why we share Dr. Jeffrey's soundtracks is because they have a very deep impact on our brainwave state and the way that our body is able to regenerate and heal itself. So just listening to this for 15 to 30 minutes a day can have a profound impact on your health, on your mental clarity, and on how you overall experience life. Much more calm and relaxed, comfortable in my body. Beautiful. And now I want you to bring your awareness to how you were feeling at the start of our masterclass today, and how are you feeling right now? And please just type in the chat what the difference is for you. Because the reason I'm asking this is because I want you to bring awareness to what these simple tools of a couple of minutes of breath work and listening to these brainwave soundtracks can do for your body, for your well-being. Calm and centered, beautiful. Anybody else? What's the difference between how you felt at the start of this masterclass and how you're feeling now? Just type it in the chat. More centered and aware. Yes. Beautiful. So when we truly feel centered and aware, it also means that our body can truly regenerate on a deeper level. Our nervous system can truly regulate itself, and we automatically let go of stress. And stress is the highest factor that creates illness. So when we bring our body daily into this calmness and centeredness by doing a couple of minutes of breath work or listening to these brainwave soundtracks, it can have a profound impact on our health and well-being. So who here would really like to make 2026 your most beautiful, joyful, blissful, and healthy year till now. Type an me in a chat if you're excited to make 2000, 2026 your most beautiful year. Me. Yes. Beautiful. Beautiful. Amazing. So, who here agrees that our biggest health, our biggest wealth truly is our health? Can you all see my screen? Beautiful. So truly making 2026 our most incredible year ever really starts with the small little daily choices that we make that truly allow our body to return to this deep state of centeredness, of inner peace. And I can tell you from experience, the more that you do these things, the deeper that it goes. And the deeper you're able to connect with yourself. And your awareness expands. And your body is able to truly reset itself even faster. So, who here truly understands that health is built in the choices we make every single day? The choices in how we breathe, in what we eat, in how we move and stretch our bodies, how we literally bring clarity to our minds. If you agree with that, type a yes in the chat. Just want to see how this is all landing with you. Yes. Beautiful. So, because Aeneas and I have really experienced that true change and creating health usually doesn't happen with just one big thing that we do. It is a holistic lifestyle that contains daily small things that you do that truly start elevating your happiness, that allow you to feel better in your body. Often the result of that is that people experience a reduction in pain or certain ailments that they have. Fogginess turns into clarity and focus. People just feel more alive and vibrant every single day. And very often people start viewing life through a more positive lens as a result of that. So that's why we have created a complete holistic system with small things that you can do every single day that allow you to really dial in the essential pillars for health. So I'd love to introduce you to the Ascended Living Kickstart program. It includes everything that creates the foundation of our well-being. Nutrition that truly fuels your body, exercises and stretches that allow you to experience more mobility. Many people experience reduction in ailments that they have. Breath work that helps you to truly detox your body from toxins, from air pollution, from all of the stuff that we're living with, but also help your body to deeply regulate your nervous system. And a meditation that reprograms every cell in your body for optimal health, including the brain entrainment soundtracks that you've just experienced. So this program is truly the one program that you need to make 2026 a truly your healthiest and with that your happiest year. So we've created a special offer for you. So instead of 399, it is now only 147. And we also have payment plans available because we truly want everybody to have access to these tools. And it is the most beautiful gift that you could give to yourself or to a loved one. Because truly, our health is the most important thing that we have. It creates how we experience life. So, for anybody that's ready to really step into a healthier and happier new year and take responsibility for the choices you make every day, just pull out your phone and scan this QR code. And we also drop the link in the chat. So we'd love to welcome all of you in there if you're ready to take this next step. So for anybody that is interested in going deeper and truly figuring out what is going on with their health, I want to share something with you.
I want to say
Sorry, that went a little bit too quick. So, you know what? We're first going to share.
I want to say a huge thank you to Nate for the body code, emotion code session we did. I had chronic issues with my neck for years and years. Pain, tension, pressure buildup at the base of my skull. And I had been going to chiropractic for years, almost weekly, just to be able to relieve the pressure and the tension, but it never got to the root of the issue. So it was always coming back. And in one 30-minute session with Nate, it was cleared. I walked away with spaciousness in my neck that has remained. There's been no buildup of any of the previous symptoms at all. And the things we cleared, I couldn't have even imagined were there. And we got to the root of it. Can't recommend Nate highly enough. Thank you so much.
So this is the power of a body code session. And the reason I'm sharing this with you is because sometimes we don't know what's going on with our health. And we keep doing something, but it keeps returning to back to the ailment. And often that is because we haven't released the true root cause. And as I mentioned at the start of our masterclass, that if we experience something but we don't know what's going on, 5% of us is conscious and 95% of us is unconscious. With the body code testing, Aeneas can tap into that 95% and can test exactly where your ailment is coming from, and with that also release the root cause. This can be done in literally seconds. And as Lisa shared, she was dealing for years with chronic neck pain. She used to go to the chiropractor weekly, but it would always come back. That means the root cause hasn't been released yet. She did one body code session with Aeneas, and she didn't have to return to the chiropractic again. So if you are experiencing that you're dealing with an issue and you don't understand where it's coming from, I highly recommend to schedule a session with Aeneas. what he has been able to do for so many people, and that I have had the honor to experience myself as well, I can truly say one session can be life changing. It has been life changing for so many people, including myself. So I truly recommend that for anyone dealing with any kind of ailment. Then I also want to share a little bit with you about the power of the center point reset, because this is so foundational for our health. We all have an electromagnetic field, which is supposed to go inside the middle of our chest. Just like the Earth has the North and the South Pole, where the electromagnetic field goes inside, we have that too. But this point can shift, and it can shift because of a traumatic experience, alcohol, high levels of stress, high levels of radiation, or substances. And when this point shifts, it usually doesn't shift back to the right location. And every location has a specific impact on our mental, emotional, physical, and energetic well being. This is also what I refer to when I shared my story. I was dealing for 6 years with chronic fatigue. Doctors told me I was depressed and it was in my mind, but it was this point that was not in the right location. When this point got shifted, I could get rid of all my supplements that they told me to take for the rest of my life. They told me I would never be able to travel and that it could become my death because my body wouldn't be able to deal with it. I knew something else was off. And what I've seen with many people that I've had the honor to treat over the past 14 years is that many people experience that something is off, yet they don't get what. And when they experience a center point reset, their whole body returns to optimal health. And I just want to share some examples with you. So this is Gidi. He went from feeling hopeless, unable to enjoy life, and having completely lost the will to live, to feeling deeply blessed, energized, and genuinely happy to be alive and experiencing this beautiful reality. He had a burnout, and very often people with a burnout experience that they have two center point locations and the energy is jumping between two. Many people feel scattered when that happens. When you bring them back in the right place, people start to feel really deeply connected to who they are, and they are able to truly experience life in the most beautiful way again. This is exactly what happened for him. Another example is from Francesca. For 8 years, she was battling with depression. She felt exhausted, deeply sad, and disconnected from life. And no matter what she had tried, nothing helped. This is very often what we see as well. Many people try many different things. If the center point is not in the right location, that does not work because the root cause doesn't get solved. After just one center point reset, everything changed. The depression lifted immediately. The sadness disappeared. Her energy returned, and she felt reconnected to herself again. Even her digestion improved, and for the first time in nearly a decade, she simply felt good again. This session truly changed her life, and she was endlessly grateful for this powerful healing. I just want to share with you that she had a very common location, which I call the trauma location. Many people experience this after they have gone through a heavy emotional experience or an accident. And many people start experiencing very low energy or depression. They have a negative outlook on life and they get digestive issues, and it feels like life is weighing heavy on their shoulders. They try everything, yet nothing works because it comes from the center point location. So here are some examples of things that are truly foundational for our health. And if they are in place, things can shift so rapidly. Now, we have created a complete program where you get in-depth guidance from Aeneas and myself, wherein you have the possibility to work specifically on those ailments that are truly blocking you to truly experience life in the most beautiful way. And as we have mentioned, on our journey, it has really been the health issues that have been the door opener for us to step into higher levels of consciousness. It is truly our body is sending us messages all the time. It is communicating with us. And when we listen and we have the right tools to understand what the root cause is, and we're able to learn the lesson and transform that, or we have the right tools to work with it, things can shift very rapidly, as you can see in these testimonials. And it can truly change the way that you feel within your body, and with that also how you experience life. And as you have seen from the experiment, really it is what we believe is possible for ourselves. Aeneas has had a diagnosis. He has heard news from doctors. Yet he believed something else to become his future. And that is what he has stepped into. I did the exact same thing. I've heard multiple times from doctors that my health could become my death, that certain things weren't possible for me anymore. Yet, I always trusted my deep inner knowing more than what the doctor said. And that is what guided me to the exact tools that transformed my health and my life completely. All of those things that have transformed my life completely, many other people's lives worldwide, and Aeneas, his life, and all of the people that he has been able to help. We have combined everything into one system that is very holistic, and they contain the true essential pillars for our health and well-being. And again, true health is built every single day, and as many of you already said, you are experiencing some sort of health issues already. However, the longer we wait until we truly do something about it, often the worse it gets. When we have the right tools, we can truly transform it rapidly. And you can truly experience a higher quality of life, and maybe even turn your lessons into blessings that you're able to bless other people with. So, for who feels the call to see what's possible and to dive in deeper into really transforming your life, if you really want to elevate your health and life and you're ready to take that step, then I invite you to schedule a discovery call with me. And I'd love to hear where you're at in your journey, so we can truly see what we can do to truly support you in experiencing better health, but most importantly, really allowing you to experiencing a higher quality of life. Aeneas dropped all of the links in the chat below for a center point reset, but also to schedule a call with me. honestly, we are so deeply passionate about supporting you on this journey because we've walked it ourselves. We know what it's like to live a life with health issues and to be in survival mode most of the time, or to be able to thrive and to really enjoy life and to be able to feel deeply connected to yourself, to your body, to the people around you. So I would love to connect what you want to call if you feel the call to go deeper. And if you want to start with the dialing in the basics every single day, then the Kickstart program is really the program that we've created for that. In our larger program, we have the Kickstart program even more expanded. So if you want to explore that deeper, then we can do that on a call. But to just get the foundation right, this is the program. So I want to open up the space for any questions to still give you support in this session or anything that's going on for you. Does anybody have a question? And if so, you can just, okay, let's see. I see Danya raised her hand. So Danya, you can please unmute yourself and ask your question.
My question was about the center point reset.
Mm-hmm.
Is that something you would have to have done periodically? Because if part of our getting reset has to do with our reactions to traumas or situations, could we not be easily put off our center and have to reset again?
That's a beautiful question. So it is recommended to check your center point at least once every year because we all experience life and it is so foundational to our health. Again, people can get truly sick if their center point is not in the right location. So first of all, it's important to reset it, to bring it in the right location. And as we do that, I will also give you guidance on how you can take care that it stays in the right location, because there are certain guidelines for it. However, once you experience what it's like when your center point is in the right location, many people start feeling how, or start recognizing the feeling, how it feels when your center point is in the right location, and then they start recognizing how it feels when it shifts again. Usually that happens in highly stressful situations, through trauma, through an accident, or through shock. So usually we tend to avoid that anyway. However, sometimes that just happens, right? And I recommend for everybody that has experienced that to definitely check your center point location, because it can really start creating severe issues, especially over time. So, to answer your question shortly, yes, it is recommended to check your center point at least once every year. Some say even once every 6 months. And there are guidelines to take care of it too.
Okay.
Thank you for your question. Is that clear?
Yeah.
Beautiful. Does anybody else have a question? So I'd also love to see in the chat anybody that joined the Kickstart program, please type a yes. We'd love to celebrate you. And Jennifer, I'm just reading your question now. Is the Kickstart all pre-recorded? Yes, no group interaction with you or Nate. I'm going to sign up for body code session, but I was curious. So indeed, the Kickstart is all pre-recorded and you have lifetime access to that. So it is an amazing foundation. And if you want to go deeper into truly transforming the root cause of your issues, I strongly recommend indeed to schedule a body code session with Aeneas, schedule a clarity session with me, so we can really see how we can best support you. Again, we have a larger program that contains 6 private sessions with Aeneas and me, so we can dive deep into the root cause of the issues that you are experiencing and rapidly transforming that. Whether that has to do with genetic imprints passed down through generations, whether it has to do with environment toxins that your body is getting overloaded with and responding to, whether that is from childhood trauma that you've experienced and haven't fully integrated and released yet. Whatever is going on, it can be healed and it can be released, and usually that process can be quite rapid with the right tools. Will the Kickstart program be regularly updated? So the Kickstart program truly has the essential pillars for health. It is a great way to start, and it has the exact tools that you can use every single day for the rest of your life. It doesn't really need to be updated because it's the foundation of what you need. It contains nutrition, it contains exercises and stretches for mobility and pain reduction. It contains breath work, meditation, brainwave entrainment soundtracks. And if you truly feel the call to go deeper and to see what the root cause is for you or what you are experiencing, then I truly recommend to schedule a call with me or book a body code session with Aeneas so you can dive straight into the root cause and transform that rapidly. So then I recommend both. Yeah. So if anybody has any other questions, please let me know. Yeah. Our health truly is the foundation of experiencing a higher quality of life. It really is. It's our biggest wealth. And sometimes we focus so much on other things that we forget to put the right priorities into place. But once we do, and once we step into this new holistic lifestyle, which is actually really beautiful and fun to create, and truly honoring your body, then all of the rest starts to change automatically. Yeah. Does anybody else still have a question? And if not, I'd love to invite Aeneas back on to maybe even share something with us. Or
Yeah, thank you so much. Joanna, thank you so much. Thank you everyone for being here. And as I promised, and I mentioned right before we started our meditation, we have a free gift for everyone. So this is the gift of that perfect breath that we were doing before, but it's actually it's quite a bit longer and more in depth than that one, as well as an energy shielding. So I don't know about any of you, but I know a lot of people that around the holidays, they get together with family, they get together with friends. Sometimes, I don't even know, there's a cliche here in America that, getting together for the holidays, and it's a stressful time for a lot of people. Just imagine if you could instantly, and I mean instantly, shield yourself, become completely sovereign energetically and mentally from anything that you're around. And you could do it very quickly. That's what I have for you right there. So you can get your phone out, scan that QR code, or click the link that's in the chat right now. That'll take you to that. And for those of you that are going to be joining me for a body code session, I am so excited to work with you. I can't make any guarantees or promises, but I've had people with scoliosis for 30 years. After 2 or 3 sessions, they're back to straight. I've had people that have been severely disabled through PTSD after being in the United States and seeing things that no human should ever have to see, that were wetting their bed every night, tearing their sheets apart. And these are like big, strong special forces soldiers. After 3 or 4 sessions, they never have another nightmare. No drugs, no EMDR, no biofeedback, just getting in touch with what's truly happening on the deepest level of themselves that we hide from ourselves by ourselves. And so when it comes to the center point reset as well, I cannot say enough about it. It was like a pop when Jemiah reset my center point on this beautiful beach in Mexico. I started to be able to hear the waves like quarter mile out there as if they were right here in front of me. And my awareness expanded. My heart opened up fully. And it was about a half hour or 40-minute session. It was just incredible. And then as far as the ascended living, the Kickstart, we wanted to make sure that there was something that we could make very affordable, that people would have lifetime access to, so they could do it at their own pace. And you will never outgrow it. That's the thing. A lot of people, they start a course and they're like, oh, I'm so bored with this. But just imagine if you had something that every single time you did it, you discovered something new about yourself, or you were able to push yourself to a little bit more strength, more intestinal fortitude, or like mental toughness, or more self-awareness and knowledge. That's what the Kickstart does. And then, of course, the Ascended Living Protocol, the Ascended Protocol with Jemiah and I, we really feel passionately about taking people by the hand. I'm gonna lay something on all of you that I think most of us have heard the saying by Ram Dass, that we're all kids walking each other home. And when I talked to Jemiah about that, and she had never heard that a couple of weeks ago, and she's like, I don't really resonate with that. I think that we're all walking ourselves home together. Boom. Mind blowing. We're all walking ourselves home together. So we're here to help you on your journey, not to walk it for you, but if any of you have ever had a private lesson instructor or a private trainer, you know there is nothing like having someone who is truly invested in your progress, in your growth, who knows all these things about you and can really help chart your progress along the way so that you can see how far you've come, because you also have a witness to your progress. So that's why the Ascended Protocol is just, there is no other program like it in the world. I can guarantee you that. And so I look forward to seeing all of you. And as far as Donja, so the tumor, I'm feeling better and better now. Yeah, there's been a couple of touch and go spots there, and getting my diet in a different protocol, in a different whole totally different new way of treatment. My tumor decreased in size, but cancers are tricky. They find ways, they get used to environments. And I didn't know that as much as all the things that I've been doing, which I might be one of the most biohacked people on the planet, that's for sure. But I did everything same day, same supplements, everything was exactly the same. And I got wise to it, and it started increasing in size. And so now I'm working, I just went, okay, well, that's not acceptable. Angels, my higher self, God, everyone, all that can help me. I am looking for the right angels to come to me, the people who have the answers to this. And I brought in, like within one day, I got in contact with somebody reached out to me actually, and they're one of the top 3 metabolic oncologists in the world. So I'm following her protocol. And then a protocol that just got swept right through the FDA trials, phase 1. They didn't even have to do them. It's so safe and effective, and they have so much track record, especially with things like with what I'm healing through. And so I'm on their protocol as well. And I'm loving it because on the hero's journey, imagine you watch a movie and there was no montage where the hero gets beaten up or they lose something. They have to come and have the fun music and all the different jumps between their training, and then they come back and they're a different person. I'm in the middle of my montage, honestly, and it's a crazy wild ride. And I'm happy to be here, and I'm happy to be on it and doing this. So, Donja, it's a great question. And it's like the saying goes, the better it gets, the better it gets. And it is getting better. So I'm hoping for very good news coming up on my next MRI in mid-January. So I'll keep you posted. And I'll let you have everybody know on email this too. So once again,
And can I please add to that? Because I just want to share something with all of you. I think it's so beautiful what Aeneas is just sharing. And truly, what I've seen on his journey and on my journey is that if you don't buy into what other people tell you about a diagnosis or health condition or whatever is going on in your life, to be honest, even if it seems unlikely, just truly believe in the future that you want for yourself. Because as you've seen before in the experiment, we create based upon our beliefs. So when we set our intentions on what we truly want and we invest all of our energy into that, sometimes it takes a moment, sometimes it happens very rapidly, but the universe lines up and everything starts coming in your field that is the exact answer to your intention and your belief. So Aeneas, I mean, what is happening with him is just honestly beyond miraculous to witness. I've never seen anything like this. The amount of angels and truly top professionals in the field that are reaching out to him to support him for free and to give him treatments is just honestly incredible. And I know that it's a response to his belief and his intentions. And I've experienced the exact same thing in my life with my concussion that it took me years to heal from. And when I truly decided that I was going to fully heal and did a meditation that, by the way, is also within the Kickstart program. That is the exact meditation that I did, which I truly believe has led me to Aeneas and with that to I Am Mitchell, which has in the end healed my concussion within 11 weeks after 6 years of surgery. So truly your health or anything you want in your life starts with your belief in it and the intention. Because intention guides energy and the whole universe conspires on your behalf to make that intention reality. So, beautiful souls, I loved sharing this space with you. And honestly, we would be so truly honored to continue walking this journey with you and to connect with you on a call or to support you in a session or however we can support you. And know that we're always here for you. You can always reach out with any questions, and you're not walking this journey alone. So with that, I'm going to send my love and my blessings to all of you, and I'm going to hand it over back to Aeneas.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. As I typed into the chat, you are the miracle that you've been waiting for. We're all walking ourselves home, but we are together. Please know that. And we're here for you. We're here for us. And we're here for you as us. Because we're all the same being having different experiences through the lenses of consciousness. And we're just blessed and honored to be able to support however we can. I wish all of you an amazing 5th day of Hanukkah if you celebrate that, an amazing Christmas holiday if you celebrate that, wonderful time with your friends, with your family, coworkers, with the people that you get to experience, even if they rub you the wrong way, you get to experience this because every day is truly a gift. There are no ordinary days, and we don't ever get the same one again. So even in the most boring, mundane times, there's never nothing going on. Are you paying attention? I sure hope so. And if you're not, ask yourself, deep breaths, where am I? It's always right here. What time is it? It's always right now. And with that said, I wish you all a beautiful holiday season and an amazing happy new year. We'll see you after the start of the new year. And I love you. Thank you for joining us. Bye for now.